Hi guys, this is Katrina here, and I will be casting a game today of Jaedong versus Flash. This is the last set in the series, the Bacchus OSL series, and currently the score is 1-1 in a best of 3. So really, this is such an important match for them right now. Both of them are probably really nervous about this game, and they really need to take this game in order to proceed. They're going to have to do something spectacular because both of them are quite even, as we've seen so far. Jaedong, really strong player, spawning at 6. Flash, up and coming player, spawning at 3. He's just upped his game so much. Flash, and Jaedong has as well, because Jaedong used to be just this newbie he was kind of like a punching bag, but nowadays he's the top ZERG. So really, just amazing matchup today, and this will be the last game of the rivalry series from this last season. And the map is Katrina, and I don't really like this map, but it's a little bit more balanced in terms of ZERG versus TERRAN in comparison to Protoss, because Protoss is just way too overpowered on this map. And now we're going to see a standard wall-in coming from Flash quite soon, and there it is. And he's probably going to be going for a fast expand, really common, and he may be going for a secret tech build, because last time on the MSL series he did take a game from Jaedong on this map with a mech build, and really I don't think it's a very strong build, but it definitely picks players off guard, especially people like Jaedong who haven't had the experience to encounter mech builds as much. There's a lot of different counters to mech builds, but Jaedong, that one game in the MSL, he did not counter correctly. And I'm really expecting Flash to go mech build again after a fast expand possibly, just because of the success he's seen from the last game. And right now Jaedong's Overlord has scouted the right position, so he's going to know that Flash is there and he's going to be able to send out a scout early. So if Flash intends to do this mech build, he's going to have to wall off, and he's not walling off right now. He's gaining a really late barracks. I don't think he's even started it yet. So he's really going for an economy style build right now. Command center first, looks like a 14 CC, and I don't know if he'll be able to prevent the drones from coming in. But I think that Jaedong may still recognize this, because he will see a very fast gas in comparison to a normal gas. And Jaedong, everything counts for him right here. You can see he places his hatchery directly to the right of the Vespene geyser, and what he does with that is it improves the mining time for the Vespene gas. In order for maximum efficiency, it only needs 3 drones instead of 4, which is really something that programmers do. And right now Flash is actually not walling off, sending 2 SCVs. Oh, he is actually walling off. It's a kind of strange wall off. I don't know why he's going to try and do that, but right now he's doing a fast expand. Jaedong went for a 3 hatch before pool build, so both of them are getting a really huge economy right now. And Overlord will scout the SCV over there, and Flash is also going to send his scouting SCV, and he knows where Jaedong is. So right now, very standard game. So at this point, I don't think Jaedong will still be doing the flash. At this point, I don't think that Flash will be doing that mech build, just because I don't know what he's trying to do right now. Because, oh wait, never mind. He is getting a factory, and he does have his fast gas. Really, this is a really strong build, even though, against Jaedong, I would think, because Jaedong really likes to play against standard players, and you can see from Jaedong, he rarely ever cheeses. He's just so strong and so confident in his own skills. But right now, this SCV has gone inside, has seen what's been going on over here, and Jaedong still does not know about this mech build, so that's something you should really take into account. He does not know about this mech build. He's getting his Spire, and we'll have to see how he handles this, because another factory should be going down pretty soon. And mech builds are actually really pretty good against many unit combinations that a ZERG can have. Lurkers fail against mech builds. Zerglings really not that good against mech builds. What you need against a mech build is you need to have +1 armor on your mutas and +1 attack on your Zerglings, and then you can just do pretty much do a big mutiling attack. And right now, I don't even know if that's going to be possible, because Flash is doing the exact same build as the MSL build, and he's getting those 2 fast armories, and he's going to be able to use those for fast upgrades. So even if Jaedong manages to get the +1 on his mutas, if if the game lasts long enough to where Flash can get lots of upgrades, the +1 carapace is not going to matter, and the first vulture is out for Flash right now. We're going to have to see how it turns out this time. I would be thinking that Jaedong was probably watching the replay of his loss against the same build and probably trying to adapt to it, trying to see what he did wrong. But we'll have to see from this game if he actually did train for this build. He did see the factories with an Overlord, and right now, lots of speedlings coming in, and Flash does not have a lot of defense at his base. He's going to have to micro this Vulture, and almost got picked off right there, but now he's going off the course, and these Zerglings are going to be able to do a lot of damage here because there's no defense over here. Oh, this is going to be turning out terrible. There's one Marine, lots of SCVs, but actually that's a Ling-proof wall, so it's actually not too bad. And right now, Jaedong's trying to get in. He can't get in. These SCVs are repairing. So, at this point, that would have been a good attack, but that wall is actually a really nice wall. And Goliath has come out. Very nice choice. 2 Goliaths have come out. Very, very nice choice, because Goliaths, with their fast rate of fire, are able to take out those Zerglings quite quickly, and, you know, just destroy that threat. But he still does need to keep his SCVs there until he gets a few more Goliaths. As well, he's going to be prepared for the mutas. 9 mutas coming up for Jaedong right now. And I'm not quite sure if he will be prepared. He'll have 4 Goliaths, but he'll have 6 Goliaths by the time the mutas come. So he definitely will be prepared. And he's probably upgrading TERRAN boosters right now, as well as +1 and +1 for armor and attack on his mech units. So this is a really, you know, you can just tell right now that Flash has really practiced this build a lot. He's got these Goliaths out in perfect timing to match those mutas. And he also will have a couple turrets up pretty soon as well. He will have to have his Goliaths in the right position though. And, you know, he's not in a good position right now. But Jaedong's coming in here, killing off some SCVs. He's going to get a couple of SCV kills before those Goliaths get there. And this is not very good for Flash. He did lose about 6 or 7 SCVs. Now these Goliaths will be able to take out these mutas and make them go away. You know, with Goliaths, it's going to be a little bit harder for Jaedong to do his Gosu muta harass with against Marines because of the range upgrade. Just Goliaths have so much range. It's going to be It's going to be pretty much impossible to micro against those and harass. But I think that Jaedong is definitely trying something new. He didn't do this last time. He's getting a lot of expansions, because what we noticed from a mech build from a TERRAN, they're really stuck in their base for quite a long time, and even when they do move out, they're not mobile at all, because they've got those tanks, they've got glass, and they have to move very, very slowly. So if Flash manages to see one of those expansions, he's gonna have to take a really long time out of his main attack just to kill those expansions. So getting a secret expansion like that by Jaedong is a really smart move, because by doing that, it pretty much guarantees that he'll have a very nice advantage in terms of gas and economy, because it's going to be really hard for Flash to take those out in the later game, just because he will have a lack of mobility. And, you know, right now, this is kind of looking... I think that Flash is making a science facility under there. Yeah, it looks like he's making a science facility for more upgrades. So when Mech gets a lot of upgrades, it's really going to be hard for Jaedong until he gets Hive Tech. And he's going to have to delay the push out by Flash until he gets Hive Tech, because right now I think I've seen him getting a Hydralisk Den, and that's a really bad choice in my opinion. Last game that this happened on, you can really just tell that Hydras were a completely bad choice, because Hydras get owned by tanks and Lurkers get owned by tanks and Goliaths. So I don't think that this should be the goal that Jaedong is doing. He's going for Hydras again, which is, in my opinion, it's probably one of the worst unit choices you can even choose. And right now, a second Spire going up for Jaedong. I don't know what he's going to use that for other than upgrades, but maybe he will be getting Guardians later. Right now, Flash has a really large amount of Goliaths right now, probably expecting one of those all-in muta attacks, where the ZERG just keeps on pumping mutas and never stops, and then just overruns the TERRAN. But Jaedong is not doing that. He has his 4 gases now, so he's definitely going to be able to do Hive Tech very safely. And Flash can't play too passively like this. He's got to get those tanks out. He's got to make those tanks live. But he also needs those science vessels because he still hasn't taken out this Mutalisk group. So he can't really move out until he takes out that Mutalisk group, just because he, right now he hasn't been able to get too much scouting. He does not have a scanner. So that's a really key thing, but because he has not been able to scout what Jaedong has been doing. Jaedong coming in with some Hydras right now, really, I don't think it's a very good move because those tanks will be at that wall. They'll be able to decimate those Hydras, and right now those Mutas can't do too much damage other than prevent